It's the first monkey flower I've seen. And I saw this up there a little. I saw one bush up here of that's a laurel sumac. There's some more monkey flower. Looks pretty healthy. I think this area is pretty shaded during the day, unlike most of this trail. Oh, it's also in a little drainage, so it gets more water. Some burnt stuff. It's about 7:40. Camp I was at, there was 3 other people. And Nolan, Gara, and Sarah. Nolan said he's gonna meet his mom down there in Cabazon and go to a cabin in J Tree. Sounds like a good stay. Nolan went to the peak also. He said he didn't have microspikes. He said when he was on Fuller Ridge, that was the part he wished he had some. There was like a mile or so section on Fuller Ridge with, you know, you weren't going to die, but having microspikes made me feel more confident. Could go a little faster. There might be some datura right there, but it's not in bloom. Brittle bush. We got some fountain grass too, which is not a native plant. All right, here's the 200 post. I was looking for it. Somebody put rocks over there on the gut hooks 200. This is the PCT 200. All right. There go Gara and Sarah. Past me a little bit. Oh, looks like there's a good campsite there. I'll be down there in a minute. This trail really meanders. Another datura. Last night I was having some malfunctional issues with my tent. Especially, you know, I broke my hiking pole when I was climbing up to Sanjacjon summit. And it didn't do so well under the scrutiny of the wind. And somehow I had put the pole was not in the cup of the duplex where it's supposed to be seated when you pitch the tent. So it was pitched kind of wrong and couldn't figure it out. You know, and it's a lot of wind. It's kind of like that movie Pitch Black where everything goes to shit at night. And eventually my pole, you know, the broken one, it was just the tip, maybe 6 or so inches I had broken the day before, but that night it just kind of snapped in half. And I used my ice axe and duct taped it to the trekking pole. At about midnight, the winds died down. So I got some sleep. That first part of the night, it was just not really much sleep. It was just trying to keep the tent from blowing over. That Dyneema doesn't give much confidence. It just seems so flimsy and so expensive. It's like you don't want it to break. It's like paid so much money for this tent. I'd rather just sleep in the wind if it's gonna tear apart. But it did well, and in the end it was a nice calm morning. It's kind of like that the night before for me, where the winds died down and the next morning it was calm. Maybe that's the pattern you get over here on this more northeast facing slope of San Jacinto in the Snow Creek region. Not quite as purple as some of them. It's a very slight purple tinge on those. So many birds, their chirps are just echoing off this little basin here. Bunch of power line towers there. Going up and over that ridge. It's a super long train out there, just south of I-10. See a hiker down there on the road. Not sure if that's where I'm going. There's a car down there too, like a Hummer or something. Just had one guy pass me. I'm not sure where he camped. There's a guy who just passed me, heading to the long-awaited water fountain. Heading on. Just met a group, 3 people, one of them with the trail name of Buckle. They started from Campo in March, and they had to skip this section, so they came back to do it. They actually tried to go in through Idlewild and went up to close to the tram. They were going like half a mile an hour for 3 hours. And then Sanjacjon came by and told them, you know, you're not going to make it to the tram in time. So they decided to go back to Idlewild. So, you know, and that was during the fire closure. So that's why they were going to the tram. And so they came back, and I guess they left the car at Paradise Cafe, and they hiked this section. So I guess they're going back to get the car, and then they're going to head to the Sierras. They had a couple of their party went through the Sierras, and they're in Bishop now. So, you know, they're going to all try to push on. The guy with the windblower. Very windy on this part. You know, when you see some wind turbines, it's a good hint that there's wind in that area, at least part of the day. Shout out to everyone that I hiked with, and good luck on your through hike. Thinking about you. Hope you make it.